Welcome to this journey through the fascinating history of the United States of America. Imagine a land that started as a handful of distant colonies and grew into one of the most powerful nations on earth. The story of the United States is one of ambition, struggle, innovation, and triumph. In this video, we'll explore how a diverse group of people, driven by the pursuit of freedom and opportunity, built a nation that continues to shape the world today. Let's dive into the epic tale of America's rise. This introduction invites viewers to imagine and engage with the story, setting the tone for an exciting exploration of history. The narrative of the U.S. begins with the appearance of the main Europeans, drove by Christopher Columbus in 1492. The primary long-lasting English settlement was laid out in Jamestown, Virginia in 1607, trailed by the travelers who arrived at Plymouth, Massachusetts in 1620. Over the long run, the 13 English states developed and fostered their own special societies, which ultimately prompted the American upset in 1775. The American upheaval, enduring from 1775 to 1783, was a battle for freedom from English rule. It was driven by famous figures like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin. In 1783, the settlement of Paris was marked, perceiving the U.S. as another country. The initial architects then drafted the Constitution in 1787, laying out a central government with three branches: the regulative, leader, and legal. George Washington turned into the primary leader of the U.S. in 1789, and the country's capital was laid out in Washington, D.C. All through the 1900 years, the U.S. developed and extended its domain, frequently through struggle with different countries and local people groups. The Louisiana Buy in 1803 multiplied the size of the nation, and the Mexican-American conflict, which endured from 1846 to 1848, added significantly more region. Bondage was a significant issue during this time, ultimately prompting the nationwide conflict, which occurred from 1861 to 1865. Following the nationwide conflict, the nation went through a time of remaking and industrialization. The 13th, 14th, and 15th changes were added to the Constitution, annulling servitude, conceding citizenship to previous slaves, and ensuring the option to cast a ballot, paying little heed to race. The modern transformation additionally changed the country, with new innovations prompting large-scale manufacturing and expanded abundance. The 20th century saw the U.S. ascend to turn into a world superpower, with two universal conflicts and the virus war forming the country's international strategy. The U.S. entered the Second Great War in 1917, assisting with overcoming Germany and its partners. In the Second Great War, the U.S. entered after the assault on Pearl Harbor in 1941, in the long run prompting the loss of Germany and Japan. The virus war was a contention between the U.S. and the Soviet Association, enduring from the finish of the Second Great War to the mid-1990s. This contention prompted the weapons contest, the space race, and a worldwide battle for impact and power. All through the 20th 100 years, the U.S. additionally experienced significant social and political changes. The social liberties development, drove by figures like Martin Luther Ruler Jr., battled against isolation and victimization African Americans. Ladies' freedoms and other civil rights developments additionally picked up speed, prompting massive changes in regulation and society. As of late, the U.S. has confronted new difficulties and changes. The fear-based oppressor assaults of September 11, 2001 prompted battles in Iraq and Afghanistan, and an expanded spotlight on public safety. The appointment of Barack Obama as the main African American president in 2008 denoted a critical achievement in the nation's set of experiences. All in all, from the earliest pilgrims to the current day, the U.S. has a set of experiences brimming with wins and difficulties, progress and misfortunes. Its effect on the world is tremendous and expansive, impacting numerous regions, from culture and diversion to governmental issues and financial aspects. As the nation proceeds to develop and advance, it will without a doubt confront new difficulties and open doors, yet its rich history will proceed to illuminate and shape its future.